What's up, guys? This is LordSevein, and there was quite a bit of interest expressed in seeing Rimworld played through, so I figured, why not jump right into it? So we're going to make a new colony here, and I'm going to go with the Crashlanded experience, at least maybe for this first series, just to get kind of the default Rimworld experience. And I get 3 survivors, which is nice. And I think we're going to play it on Randy Random. So the Cassandra Classic was my first choice, but I want to see what we can do. The Chillax, I want more stuff to happen. And Randy Random seems fun. And let's go ahead and put him on rough, so 1 higher than kind of the normal difficulty here, and see what's going to happen. This could either go really well or really poorly. Alright, so I've generated my world. I've only generated about 30% of it just because I don't necessarily think we need to have the full thing, but that option is there if you'd like. And it looks like Arid Shrubland is where we're going to be. I tend to like hills and mountains. This one is just large hills, not mountainous, so we won't be able to tunnel our way into a mountain necessarily, but it's still nice. It's a little hotter, so that could be difficult to manage. I'll have to build quite a bit of coolers and things like that. And I am going to play on a little bit larger map size overall, just to make sure that there's a lot of opportunity to expand should we need it, although I might be getting ahead of myself. Alright, so we have our characters here, and I decided to name them after some frequent commenters and regulars on my live stream. So we have Racket Lord, who is an optimist, a fast talker, and a night owl. Male colonist, age 21, and is the father of Brewhark. That's hilarious. Is good at growing, has a decent social, has a passion for medicine, but isn't very good at it. Generally pretty well-rounded, but Night Owl should be interesting. We have General Peaches, who is generally just good at everything but medicine, basically. So he has a good cooking score, a good construction, artistic, crafting, research. No shooting, but great melee, so he likes to get up close and personal, and he's 51 years old. And then we have Brewhark, the son of Racket Lord, who has a passion for cooking, growing, minor mining skill, not too great, but the crafting is nice. And can't do research, and shooting isn't great. So we don't have a lot of good shooters here, basically at all. But it should be interesting. Let's dive in. The 3 of you awake in your cryo-sleep sarcophagi to the sound of sirens and ripping metal. You barely get to the escape pods before the ship is torn apart. Sometime later, you land on this unknown Rimworld. As pieces of the shredded starship fall around you, you start to make plans to survive. And there we go. Alright, so the first things first, we've got to get people equipped with weapons. So let's take a look. Who's got the best shooting skill? Looks like Racket Lord does. Congratulations, you just got yourself a rifle. And then, since Peaches is the dad... Yeah, Brewhark is the son. Yeah, let's go ahead and get a pistol going on with you. There we go. Now we have everything. Let's unforbid all the business. And then see what we've got going on here. Alright, so there are some interesting places that we can kind of take as our own here. We've got a nice fertile soil area right here, which could be quite nice. And a nice big area right here, kind of in the center of the map, which makes me a little nervous because we'd have to wall up pretty good. Right here, the corner could be interesting, but I can't really build past. There's an invisible line in the map that you can't build past. And so I really can't mess with the very corners too much. So I'm thinking right here is fairly defensible. I like it. And also here is not bad, especially right here. I think right here is where we're going to end up going. Yep, that's it. All right, let's get some designing going. Okay, so I've got kind of a basic idea of where I want to be. I think I want to have my kind of kitchen, dining room area kind of up here next to where all my planting is. We'll have the planting here kind of in the center, and likely we'll probably wall off here, and leave this area here open so people can come around, and then we can set up our defenses right around there. At least that's the idea. And then we can have our nice growing area right here, kind of in the open right now. So this will end up being the kitchen, but right now we're just going to go ahead and throw our beds in there and do our thing while our people kind of move everything up to the stockpile zone. We have the stockpile zone here. And then I also have manually set some priorities here. These will likely change if we acquire any new people. But right now this gives a nice balance. People are growing and constructing and that sort of thing. And I think I should go ahead and throw down a growing zone just as soon as possible, because we're going to run out of food basically immediately. So I want to do something about that. So we're just going to go ahead and make some basic potatoes. Basic potatoes. They're quick to grow. They don't give a whole lot of food, but they're quick to grow, and it's what we need. In fact, I probably should have rice. That's even faster to grow, and we need that very quickly. So let's go ahead and speed this up and get them moving along. Get it, Peaches. What is his constructing skill again? Oh, that's not too bad. That's level 6. It'll be level 7 after all this is said and done. We'll go ahead and plant. That'll be our first thing that we do here. Brewhark, what's your problem here? What? Oh, cryo sleep. I noticed he puked on the ground, so I was curious what his deal was. All right, we should also set some trees to be chopped as well, because we're going to need quite a bit of wood. The thing about Arid Shrubland is there's not a whole lot of trees outside kind of this brown, fertile area. It's very desert-like. So, there we go. Cool. So as we need wood, we will just chop down trees. Also, we should probably set harvest orders as well, just so we can have some food as well. There we go. So that should be all the things we can harvest around here. Already cleaning. Clean that dirt. Brewhark, get it up. There we go. Sick. So we need a dumping zone for our rocks, and I usually, well, here, we'll put them here for now, and then we'll have these guys hauled out, so whenever people want to haul. There we go. So we have our basic home area right now set up. We're harvesting trees and berries, so we actually have quite a bit of food. So while we're at it, we should probably go ahead and set up what our power is. Now, I'm a big fan of the turbines, the wind turbines. They're just so damn convenient. So I'm going to go ahead and set one up here on our growing area, which seems a little weird, but the growing area kind of helps them set up to where there's not trees blocking them. So as I add growing areas, there'll be less opportunity for trees to kind of grow up in the way. So that gives us some electricity that I can then pipe over to here. So we'll just kind of pipe it something like this for now. Great. Now, what I usually like to do is have a butcher's table thrown up here in the... Whoa, silver. How about wood? Let's not go ham on the silver. I usually like to have a butcher's table in the kitchen because I don't have to do it very much, and it keeps it cleaner in the freezer rather than in the kitchen dining room area. So now that we've slept for the night, what I think I'm going to do is go ahead and expand this out just a tad. Okay, hold up. So here is where that is. Okay. So if I were to make something like that, close enough. We might adjust a little bit later. In fact, we might move over some of the power sources. But for now, this will give us power. We should probably also have a battery as well. And I also keep that in the freezer because it helps with the short circuit events. Peaches, what are you doing, Pumpkin? Going for a walk? All right, you go for that walk. Let's see what your needs are. Well, your joy is up pretty high, so... There we go. Now we can start getting some of this stuff set up. We also need some places to eat, so I'm going to go ahead and put a long table in. I'm going to put it in right there. Oh, we already have a random event. So an eventer named Baker calls you from nearby. She is being chased by pirates from the Eagle Men. She begs for safety and offers to join your colony. She's 26 years old. Oh, we'll have to fight pirates, though. Do we do it? Do we do it? Sure, why not? Let's do it. All right, we have a new person. All right, we've got our new recruit that's being chased by pirates. His or her name is Eroom. Good medicine, good cooking, and good research. Not bad. Not bad. All right, so Eroom, what can we have you set to? Well, we'll go ahead and have you copied. Whoa. There it is. We'll go ahead and copy you across, but we will not have you hunt. We will have you cook, though. And we'll have you research, too. Sick. Yeah, I think I'm happy with all that. All right, so now we've got to set up some defenses. This could either go really well or really poorly. So we're just going to let this pirate attack happen. Hey, Racket, I'm going to need you to go ahead and... I'm going to need you to be in position. Same thing with Bruhark. All right. Here's the raid. Steg, the blacksmith. Wow, with the machine pistol. Brutal. Savage. All right, we are in position. Now, Eroom, get up there and do stuff. Be safe, please. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's go ahead and move up. Can we get him? Uh-oh. 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 Get behind cover, Bruhark. Oh, with the headshot. Racket from across the map. Whoa. All right. Let's see. You're a brawler. Oh, you're a brawler with a ranged weapon equipped. That's very odd. Well, he's not dead. He has a peg leg. He's not dead, but we have no room for him. I can't set up a prison right now. I mean, I guess I could try and save him, but I just don't think that's going to happen. Yeah, well, here's what we'll do. We'll go ahead and continue constructing and doing like normal. And then if we can save him, great. If we can't save him, oh well. I'm not going to really lose a whole lot of sleep about it. So let's go ahead and try and make just a few little bunkers, basically. Little barracks. We'll make them pretty simple. Something like that. Nothing too crazy. Because we need beds for this person and potentially for any additional prisoners that we have as well. Because we can capture them if we have a prison set up. Well, currently we don't have a prison. Might be important to have doors on these two. That might be important. All right, so let's just see if we can go ahead and get that done. Also, we could probably have Peaches get this gun here. So let's go ahead and have that happen. I don't think you're gonna live, Steg. Sorry, I mean, we gotta build, dog. Meanwhile, Racket is eating. No. Hey, pumpkins, why are we not constructing? Oh, Peaches. Where is Peaches? Peaches? Oh, there you are. Oh, you're getting wood. I was wondering where he was. Yeah, he's building up here. I could prioritize building this stuff, but I think this guy's just going to have to bleed out. Sorry, Steg, and your peg leg. Sorry, pumpkin. We've got to get our dining room table and areas set up. Let's go ahead and just temporarily set up a sleeping spot just so this person can have a place to sleep. And I want to get these rocks out of the way because they are going to be a problem later. They're just going to make things really slow to move. All right, everyone's moving the rocks out of the way. This is good. So we probably need some more wood. I think that's why we're having so much trouble kind of getting things taken care of. So I'm just going to go ahead and set all the wood in this little area to be cut down. And that should give us enough wood to finish up these little bunker areas. Come on, Peaches. Don't fail anymore. We need these. Okay, so I can deconstruct this little sleeping spot since we have beds now. Is he still alive? If we finish one of these, then I could capture him. I don't really care. I don't need someone with a peg leg. Not yet, anyway. All right, Peaches, get it done. We need it. Uh-oh, that was a wolf, it sounded like. That's not good. Let's take off the learning helper. I don't need that anymore. So it looks like everyone's going to bed. We didn't get it complete. Sorry, Steg. You have bled out. You will be missed. Ooh, looks like we got some cargo pods. That's nice. Ooh, and some simple meals, too. That'll help us out with our food situation. So let's just take a quick assessment of how we're doing right now. We've got quite a bit of food saved up. We have some meals. We have some simple meals that just fell. That'll help us out. And we are starting to get our barracks set up. So what I'm going to do is move... I'm going to cancel this. I'm going to move this here, and then we just have 2 extra beds that I'm going to set to medical for now. Oh, not 2 extra. Okay, I see. There we go. We need 1 of those. And then we need 1 more home area right here. There we go. And that should do us in terms of having enough space for everybody. Let's also get some benches for our colonists to sit. And we are going to need an electric stove. Bam. Right there. So as they go ahead and fill out this little area right here, we're gonna have the electric stove, we're gonna have the benches. This we can just reinstall here for now, so it's out of the way. And then let's go ahead and set up our freezer zone. So that's going to be here. This is where we're going to keep all of our foods and that sort of stuff. And we're going to keep them cold so they don't go bad. They don't rot. Because out here, everything here currently is unroofed. So we need to expand that roof right there. There we go. That's all roofed now. We are building our electric stove. And let's go ahead and add a bill to do simple meals until I have 10. And then we also have to remove foods from here. All the foods. And also all medicine. Let's move the medicine to here. There we go. That should make things a lot easier and a little bit more clear as well. Ooh, ship parts. Sick. I do like that. I think that just fell on my structure. All right, so we also, in order to get this cooler set up, we need to place our cooler right there. Well, Peaches, can you not fail at that? All right, so the key to setting up a cooler is to set it up to below freezing, and I like to go a little bit below the freezing level to about 28 degrees Fahrenheit, just because I have a little bit more flexibility, just in case there's a heat wave and that sort of thing. It's really not going to do a whole lot, but it will help some, which is quite nice. And then now we're pretty well set. I'm very happy with this. I'm very happy with this setup. We could definitely do more in terms of growing and power and that sort of thing, but as of right now, this is looking pretty good. Not too bad.